Hey YouTube, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. October 17th through the 20th, I plan on making a trip, but I probably plan on leaving the 16th. This trip in question, hoping to get back maybe on the 22nd, time to celebrate Halloween back here, and but with this trip, I hope to accomplish a couple of things, meet some people, get some shit done, if you know what I'm saying. As you don't know, it's a little trip I might be taking to New York if I can, get it scheduled off, and of course, get the money saved up for a ticket for a round trip. There's a convention there that's really cool. It's got my pipe on the floor. I had to pick it up with my freaking toes because I didn't feel like bending over. Why? Because I had like a shit ton of ramen noodles, and yeah. So, anyway. There's some pipe tobacco. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this trip, dude. Like you wouldn't believe. So, yeah. This trip also has the potential for me to meet some record producers for my music, so that would definitely be pretty awesome. I got 2 songs left on the album. Hoping to get them done before October, at least, before my trip anyway. And just go from there, I guess. I'm not sure if the trip will yield, but I have a lot of good positive thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? I got a good feeling about it. I got word around about the 5th album coming out. Some decent exposure for that. And then I heard I might be getting a chance to go to New York and stuff and get my career off the ground potentially, or at least get it somewhere to where people at least know who I am, I mean, if my career doesn't take off overnight, at least I'll have the chance to get people in the industry to recognize me and stuff, so. If I were to get a record deal, I have one song right now. I'd have to choose Dark Hollow as my song to play on the radio if that could be accomplished. I think it's a great song. I really like it for the 5th album. It's one of my most compelling songs ever, and I really like it. So, so it's kind of cool though. And it's been reworked since those of you who've not seen the video I talked about it last, so I think it's one of my favorite songs off the 5th album. So I'll keep my fingers crossed, and hope everything goes smoothly. The convention I talked about just happens to be in New York City. I have one in Los Angeles, one in New York City. Be hoping to attend the one in New York City anyway. This particular convention just happens to be a musical engineering convention for upcoming musicians looking to see what's out there, you know, as far as products go, and meet other people in the industry, trying, you know, looking for talent maybe, or, you know, whatever. So should be a pretty badass convention. I have to buy like 3 cartons of cigarettes for the trip, because I heard cigarettes are like $10 a pack in New York, and quite frankly, I don't think I want to spend that much fucking money on cigarettes. Ugh. Of course, as much as I smoke, probably a carton will be just fine. I'm trying to make the carton last like 3 days in New York. That should be a problem. Still a month away from the trip, so just hoping I can get to go on it. Yeah, it could be my big break, you know, and even if it isn't, you know, I'm still going to meet some people and go from there, you know, and get to see what it's like behind the studio and all that. And so even if I don't make it big as a musician, it'd still be a really cool experience for me. You know, get to see how it's done and shit. It's been a dream of mine to be a famous musician since junior high, so 5 fucking albums, with the 4th one just about off of iTunes there, and the 5th one will get done sometime this week, hopefully. After cranking out like 2 songs for the album, my creativity's pretty shot right now, so yeah. Maybe get some t-shirts made that says "Got Grapefruit." Those of you who don't understand the joke, that's fine, but it's kind of an inside joke, and I think it's really fucking hilarious, actually. It prevents scurvy. I really gotta be careful about how much of my life I share on YouTube. Because, you know, the story that came out, you know, that I did things to a grapefruit, and I'm not proud of it, but at least I can admit to it and, you know, kind of chuckle at myself every time I say grapefruit. Just you know, if anything, I just laugh at myself. If I made someone else laugh, and then I guess, you know, it was worth sharing. Just thinking about, you know, and I shared the experience on YouTube, and freaking people were like, "You did what now?" It's like, yeah, well. You know, it's sad when the entire John Core campus finds out and gives you shit about it the next day. But rather than let it get to me, I decided to laugh about it, and whoever spread the rumor around didn't really get too much of a kick out of it, if that makes any sense. Because it kind of took away their thunder and lightning, because, you know, they thought, hey, I found out something that Saunders guy did, that weirdo at John Core, and maybe I'll, you know, spread the rumor around campus and get him, you know, and I confronted the facts about the rumor and what have you, and laughed about it. There could be reasons why I was either really liked or really hated at Job Corps. Some people really liked me, some people just couldn't flat stand me. I can't imagine why. But she said I was invited by a very respectable musical producer who knows some people in the business. So, definitely looking forward to this trip. Well, anyway, this is KingCobraJFS with another video, and thanks for watching. See y'all later.